Yo, yo, yo. See, yeah, guys, it's beginning to smell like Christmas around here, But see, yeah, this is see, this is a very, very big one. It's the Minority Report. It's back, episode 12 of Minority Report. And of course, I have my co-host and fellow co-owner of this show, Deji Spores in the building, man. Deji Spores, you're welcome to the show, my brother.
Hey Tony, thank you. Do you know what I mean? It's a pleasure to be here. It's a pleasure to be back on the show. I've missed it, the World Cup. No, to be fair, the World Cup was a great World Cup. I would have liked to have seen France win the trophy again. But I guess it was fitting that Messi was going to probably pick up the trophy. So big up to them. But I felt like the Tottenham boys did us proud. Hugo Lloris there and Romero. And for me, I'm just excited because during that World Cup, Jesus got injured without playing. And I mean, I don't know how anyone does that. Man got injured and he wasn't even playing any matches. So I'm looking
Oh
forward
my
to
God.
the Boxing Day games. And obviously, we've got Liverpool here and we've got Chelsea in the building. So I'm looking forward to chopping up some teams tonight and having some good banter. So, yeah, thank you.
Yeah, man.
Hey, see, yeah, and I also have a very special guest of mine. I dedicated the finals of the World Cup that we did here to him. Baz, you're welcome back. You're live, you're
Yeah.
healthy, and you're on the show today. Welcome, man.
Yeah, big up, guys, man. Thank you for having me on, man. Make sure people are smashing the like, commenting, subscribing, sharing, do all that stuff, man. Let's go this channel, man. But thank you so much for that dedication. Really appreciate it, man. It was difficult times, but by the grace of God, I'm here. So we roll, man.
Yeah, JPT. See, yeah, guys, yeah, I have a friend of mine. Is here. It's from Chelsea Football Club. This guy has been on almost all my classics except from the Dejispurs show, which is the Minority Report. And I know this is your first time going head to head with the with the Tottenham Van Helsing, the Arsenal Slayer himself. Dejispurs is in the house. So today is gonna be a good day, man. You're welcome to the Dejispurs show. See, yeah, JPT. Welcome to the show, man.
It's
Talk
good
to
to be
these
here,
people.
man. Yeah, how's everyone doing? Like, it's crazy World Cup. I wish it lasted a little bit longer. Coming from a Chelsea fan. um, but you know what? Things are looking back to, I think, positivity. It's just randomness. There's no certainty when it comes to the Chelsea fandom right now. But it's good to be back on camera. Good to be back on your show, man. And to be honest, when you said it was a banter episode just now, I was like, is this what I signed up for?
Hey, JPT, you're welcome to the show, yeah? You're
Hey,
welcome to
man.
the show. But you know what, yeah? We'll just delve straight in, right? We'll just go straight into the show, man. See, yeah, Deji Sports in the World Cup, Harry Kane.
Go on.
Guys, can we just take a moment and laugh at Harry Kane for sports? Can we just take a minute? Let's just take a minute.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Harry Kane. See ya, Deji Spores, yeah. The penalty he took, we haven't still found where the ball actually is right now. Deji Sports, how do you defend Harry Kane's poor showing in the World Cup? And do you actually think that he will carry it over? I wish he will. I wish he will.
Yeah.
Do you think it's going to carry, that form into that Tottenham Hotspur shirt?
Okay,
The number 9 shirt in Tottenham Hotspur.
Well, I'm going to begin. I'm going to begin my reply with another question, which is that did you become an attorney in the 4 weeks that we were away? And I asked that question because I don't remember seeing how many Arsenal players played in the final. Okay, so hush your gums and put some respect on it. Do you get what I'm saying? The fact of the matter is you're being quite selective with the Tottenham player that happened to miss a penalty. But you got to understand it was Tottenham versus Tottenham. So as for me, in that moment, you could clearly see Harry Kane knew that Lloris knew where he was going. And he didn't even want to look Lloris in his face. So, but for me, in that moment, Harry Kane has kind of he's kind of told himself that he's the man for England. He's the man that's going to bring it home for us. In that moment, I'm thinking, bro, it's okay to step away. I think Kane was in a lose-lose. If he loses, if he doesn't take the pen, someone else takes the pen. They say, why didn't you take the pen? Especially if they miss. If he misses like he did, then he's also, why did he do it? This and that. The truth of the matter is, when you deep it, you can't go up against. Remember, it's bad enough playing against most goalkeepers who spend hours studying penalties and angles and how you're going to strike the ball, and then you go against your own teammate. So it was for me, the sensible thing would have been give it to a Rashford, give it to someone else, and it's okay. It's okay to step away from a pen. You don't have to take it. So for me, I think it was unfortunate for Kane. Do I think it's going to affect Kane going forward? No, I think it's going to spur him on. I think if England got to the final, potentially won the World Cup, do you know what I mean? Maybe I was saying I don't know if he's going to put fire in his belly, but him taking the responsibility for costing us the opportunity to go in the semi-final, I see Kane is raring to go, bro. He's ready to do banging goals, slap up Brentford on the weekend, and I'm looking forward to it because the only way that Kane can shut up the critics is to start scoring goals off the bat. And bro, before you start talking, I think I already mentioned it. You've got a lot of cheek, Tony, a lot of cheek, because your guy who you've been waxed lyrical about, Jesus, the Messiah, oh, he can do no wrong. Oh, Jesus, imagine on this show, I told him that Richarlison starts ahead of Jesus in the Brazilian squad. This guy rubbished me. He trolled me. He told people to unsubscribe. A whole lot of bad things.
I didn't say it.
I didn't see Jesus in that World Cup. And then Jesus has the audacity, without playing, to get injured. Bro, that is what we need to be talking about.
Come on, man. No. Jesus played. Jesus played. But I'll allow you to talk.
Yeah? Put some respect on Kane's name. At least he played. He's not even injured.
See, while other man them, were scoring goals for England. See, okay, I'll put you in the game right now. You know what, one of our big wigs, on this channel, Onome Soje, has just come into the fray. Onome Soje, you're welcome to the Dejispurs show. It's me and him's show, and of course, it's the Minority Report. You're welcome to the house, my brother.
What up, guys? What up?
Big up, man.
Dejispurs, Onome Soje is my friend, is our Nigerian brother. Me and him will be starting an Arsenal Man City show. Is a Man City fan, a big Man City fan, Pep Guardiola guy. He talks too much. He whacks really cool about Man City. I hope you will bring him back down to earth today on this show, like you always do. Let's just keep going. Onome, I know you know Baz already, and you know JPT, Liverpool and Chelsea Football Club, respectively. You know what? Yeah, we're just talking about Harry Kane and his poor showing in the World Cup. See, Baz, you've heard his argument. Do you want to chime in there? Do you think Tottenham Hotspurs will reap the benefits of what Harry Kane did? The disgraceful manner, he left the World Cup in, couldn't score goals. Every other striker or every other forward attacking player was scoring goals, helping in the gameplay. But Harry Kane scooped everything. What do you say to that?
You know what it is for me, right?
The question is for it's for Baz, actually. It will come to you on the message later on. Yeah.
It's cool.
What do you think about that, Baz?
I think that's a little bit harsh. I think that's a little bit harsh, to be fair. Look, the thing is, I've got an affiliation to Tottenham. You know my my younger days. So listen, he's got balls. The guy's got balls, man. He took a penalty. All right, you got to face it, like DJ said.
Oh, Baz, I'm not taking it. This guy won his golden boot scoring goals from the penalty
Let
box.
him
What
land,
are
bro.
we
Let him
saying?
land. Just let him say
Deji,
his
what
part,
are you
bro. He's making
saying?
a good
Baz,
point.
come on,
No,
man.
what
I'll
what
allow
I'm,
you talk,
all right,
Baz.
all right. What I'm
I'll allow
saying,
you talk.
yeah, no, what I'm saying, yeah, is all right. Look at it this way. He's taking a penalty against a guy that is constantly trying to save his penalties at a club, you know, club cup. So the thing is, when you look at it, yeah, it's difficult. His penalty was, I'm not gonna lie, that penalty was not a good penalty. It was
Just
for
bad.
me, it was a bad penalty, but it wasn't. I don't think it's how he executed. I think it was in his mind. It was in his mind, but nevertheless, you know, he didn't have the greatest World Cup. Let's not get that twisted. Do you know what I mean? You know, I think he could have done. He could have played better. You know, whether there's, you know, he was carrying an injury, because I heard there was a little rumor that, you know, he had a little ankle issue. I know he's.
Oh
Having
my
said
God.
that, okay, yes, he missed the penalty, but you know, it happens, man. It happens. Even what Messi missed the penalty in the World Cup. You know what I mean? I'm not in here to just like back the Tottenham man. Them. It's just you know, I'm just looking at it from my point of view. To be fair, it happens. It happens. Even the best missed the penalty, and he. You know what? We got to put some respect in his name, because the thing is, all right, he's England's joint top scorer.
Respect.
So you know what I mean? We've got to look at it in that way. You might not be as fashionable as maybe your Alan Shearers or whatnot, yeah. But you know what? This guy's come, slaps in the goal. He's a captain as well. You know, there could be pressure. You know what I mean? And that's what I think about it. So the disgraceful thing, I think, was a little too harsh.
Guys, can I just use that as an opportunity to just quickly comment and applaud Totally for finally bringing some sensibility, some intelligence, some real gameplay. People who know the game to the show. Normally, he brings these Arsenal bashers. Some of them ain't even got half a brain. Do you know what I'm saying? It's very difficult to have a conversation. I don't know whether he was doing it for entertainment purposes. Sometimes it feels like man's playing gladiator. But big up to you, Baz, on the unbiased feedback, because that's what this brother needs to understand. Which Arsenal player played in the final? Anyway, look, I'm just putting them questions out there for the chat. Hear what people got to say.
Don't get me wrong, I'm disappointed. Listen, I was following France because obviously of my heritage and my background and stuff like that. Yeah, but it was sad. It was sad how it happened. You know what I mean? But like he said, you know what I mean. You could have given it to a Rashford. You could have given it to another guy. But then you know what the media's like in the UK. They'll be like, oh well, you're captain. You're supposed to be taking it. And if it doesn't go in, it's a mess, bruvs. So you know, we did the right thing.
No, see, yeah, I totally get it. But you know what, yeah, I'll jump into you, JPT, just before we get into Honor, man. See, JPT, of course, you know, this is an Arsenal Tottenham show, but still, it's a top six, rendezvous today. But you know what, yeah, JPT, take a look at Harry Kane showing in the World Cup. Don't you think he had a bad showing in the World Cup? Look at all the other man them, yeah. They were all scoring goals, putting goals into the net. Harry Kane just scored maybe like one or two goals. I don't know. I think maybe two or so. While the star boy himself, Bukayo Saka, was scoring goals. I mean, like goals. And it doesn't have the same kind of respect that Harry Kane actually have. Till today, people are still putting dust on the name of Bukayo Saka rather than putting dust on the name of the person that took them out of the World Cup. That's Harry Kane. Tottenham Hotspurs. See, these people's poor showing follows them from their club down to the World Cup side. What do you think about that, JPT?
Tony, they're both right. You can't just go down into saying that Kane had a bad World Cup. If he had scored that penalty, would everyone be saying he had a great World Cup? He had a good World Cup, just didn't reach to the final. But I don't even know. Did he freeze?
No, he's there. He's there.
Oh.
No, but he's probably frozen. I think he's frozen, but we can yeah.
Because you still too. I was like, did he freeze? I was like, oh, I saw that. I was like, man, just listening. Look, no. Look, here's the thing. I completely agree with both of you. Where, look, as a goalkeeper, or when I was a goalkeeper, if I had the best idea of where the team, like, or the players on my team are going to go because that's where we practice with. You're going against, like you said, Spurs versus Spurs. Who else in the World Cup knows where Harry Kane's going to be going at? And he guessed the first penalty right. He just beat him to it. Just hit it on frame. You know, like Bass said, respect the name, but hit it on frame. And that ball it's just touched down on earth just a few minutes ago, man. Like, come on. It's and I don't want to say that he had a bad World Cup, but I do think that I even said it too. I'm not trying to be Mr. like hindsight. He did not look confident in that second penalty.
He didn't. He didn't look confident in the first.
He didn't, but he banged it in. He's like, damn, I gotta do this again. I can beat you once. Don't think you won't get me twice, sort of thing. And I don't know why he didn't hand it off to Rashford. But then again, I said he should have said it to someone else. But everyone say like, well, yeah, and you're saying that now. No, he looked nervous. He did not look confident. The one thing who should have taken it wasn't on the pitch when I think that should have been Saka, but for some reason he got subbed off. And that just changed everything. But Kane, I'm curious to see what his reception is going to be on his first game back.
We're going to love him.
Back, right?
They love him already. There's not been one negative comment about Kane and the missed penalty from the British media. Not one negative comment.
But come on, he's been trolled all over Twitter. Come on, man. People are putting pictures of the universe and the penalty he played is still ruminating around the universe. Come on, man.
Can I just add something?
Stick everywhere.
Can I just add something on that, Tony? Because Rashford is getting the same thing.
You know what? Yeah.
I should look good.
Your internet's bugging out. You can hear us.
Yeah, Rashford is getting the same thing. Let me help him out. Rashford, no, you're right. You get me? And I don't know why Rashford's getting the same thing because he did his thing. What? He missed the penalty in the last second? That free kick? What do you want him to do? He scored the first.
That's not his fault. That wasn't his fault. Is he actually getting hate for that?
Yeah, he got smoked. He was getting smoked literally hours after.
This is the last kick of the game. Like, where was everyone at for the last 90? Don't put this shit on him. That's what I'm saying. Like, it should have. I mean, maybe if you want to look into it, because I always look at football as like a nice long story, and it would have been really poetic to have not because remember how Saka? I think he scored a penalty in the World Cup. If I'm not mistaken. But he looked like it was his redemption from the Euros because you remember that racial bash that Rashford, Saka, and I think it was Sancho as well.
Yeah.
To have Saka be the reason why, and it's Arsenal versus Tottenham in that type of moment too. It would have been like, I would love to see the newspapers the next day. It would have been great to see, but I don't know why he was subbed off. I think that just was fucked up everything for England.
Great, JPT. Onomesoje, please, just before we get into, the Premiership coming back, Onomesoje, what did you think about Harry Kane's poor showing? Oh, Onome is out again. I think his connection is really having problems here. Okay, when he comes back, he will get to answer that question. See, Dejispurs. Okay, good. Let me give you this Harry Kane one because the guys I brought in here somehow have an affinity to Harry Kane. I don't know why, but
they know football.
Baz has an affinity for him.
All right, hold
JPT
up,
loves him now. All of a sudden.
Let me say this, all right? Because somewhat obviously I've got a couple of my Liverpool guys watching this as well. John, I'm a Liverpool man. Yeah, I'm a Liverpool man. All right. I don't want to be hearing this thing about I'm a Tottenham fan. All right. You know my situation. What it is, DG. Yeah, I used to play semi-pro for Tottenham a long time ago when Jerry Francis was a manager back in the mid-90s or something like that. So the thing is, I still have season tickets. I could still go and watch Tottenham. So with Tottenham, it's a thing that I was going to be training to be a professional footballer. Yeah. So I've got to give them respect. In that sense. But at the same time, with Arsenal, Tony, all my family members are Arsenal fans. Every single one. I'm the only Liverpool man. So let's get this into context.
Into perspective. No, I'm just saying because he had a poor showing. You expect one of the best strikers in the Premiership the so-called best strikers in the Premiership
What are you
to be
talking
pumping
about?
in goals in the World Cup, and he did nothing. He did
Before
totally
you bring in
nothing.
Onema from
Even Starboy,
Manchester,
Deji Spurs,
you're talking
Deji
hogwash.
Spurs,
Let me tell you
Deji
why.
Spurs,
Let me tell you why
Deji,
you're talking
Deji.
hogwash.
Between Bukayo Saka and Harry Kane, who had a better World Cup?
What are you talking about, bro?
Who had a better World
They
Cup?
don't play the same position, and if not for Kane's runs, Saka don't score them goals. How about that? Let me give you a better comparison. Your best player for Arsenal so far this season has been Jesus. True or false? Yeah, he's also a number 9. Then we've got Harry Kane. Yeah, I can't believe that Arsenal's number 9 doesn't play 90 minutes in the World Cup. That shows you the level. You see, what this World Cup showed us was that there's levels to this team. I don't remember seeing any Arsenal guys anywhere. You understand? Even Saliba. You know where Saliba was? I don't think Saliba had 2 minutes in the World Cup. He was there. You know what?
Because they had straight killers in the defense. Come on, man. And this guy's a young dude. What are you talking about?
Let me tell you what Saliba did in the World Cup. He did exactly what I would have done. I would have got to Doha. I would have had some pretzels. I would have had some milkshake. You know what I mean? I would have walked around in my flip-flops and enjoy the sunshine, because that's basically what your guy did.
Wow. Onome, I'll allow you have your say on Harry Kane. How do you think his showing was? And do you think he trumped Bukayo Saka in terms of gameplay? Who was more important to them in terms of Harry Kane versus Bukayo Saka? Who had a more better showing? No. Let him answer. At least let him talk.
Look, I was in a group chat today, and everybody was kind of just reminiscing on how we grew up and the players that we grew up, and people were mentioning names, and you had players coming up, Ortega, Crespo, and stuff, and I was just literally going strikers, and one guy was like, "Mate, you love goals too much." Obviously, I was a striker myself when I played, so I don't bash strikers. Do you know what I mean? Harry Kane, what he does and what he's doing is crazy. Do you know what I mean? Did I want him to come to Man City? Hell no, I didn't, because he's a 28 or 29-year-old at the time, with a dodgy ankle and stuff. I wanted Haaland. Dream come true. Haaland came, right? Never wanted Harry Kane to come to as much as I respect the guy.
Deji, why are you feeling sexy out there? Why are you feeling sexy with your face out there? It's talking facts, man.
Wait, keep going.
Yeah, Honor, man, keep going, man.
Definitely didn't. Obviously.
Onomez, I don't know. I think Dejispurs has cast a spell, on anyone that wants to talk rough about Tottenham Hotspurs. But
I think his Wi-Fi went at the right time. I'm not going to lie about Harry Kane. He didn't want Harry Kane.
Can you hear me?
Okay, we can't hear you now.
No, we don't. No, we don't. The Wi-Fi is going again.
The Wi-Fi is going again.
Sorry. I'm having this.
Onome's internet is rough.
To say that I lifted the trophy in my life. No, I didn't want him to come. We wanted Haaland, and that's what we got, right? But in terms of the World Cup, in terms of Harry Kane and what he did in the World Cup and what he does for England, come on, man. His record speaks for himself. You got to put some respect on the guy's name. There shouldn't be any disrespect or anything to the guy's name in the first place. Harry Kane plays against you, you're in trouble because there's a goal coming. Is this going to disturb him or hinder him or whatever? No, this is business as usual. Do you know what I mean? Oh, Kevin De Bruyne had a bad World Cup or whatnot. What did you see him last night? This is business as usual. Do you know what I mean? When you put on a shirt, right? When you put on a shirt, that shirt means something to you, represents something. Kevin De Bruyne coming back to Man City and putting on that blue shirt is different from Kevin De Bruyne going to Belgium and putting on a Belgium shirt. He comes to Man City and puts on a shirt that he's been wearing for the last 8 years. He knows every blade on that pitch, right? He knows everything about that pitch. Same as Harry Kane. That's his stadium. That penalty miss does not affect anything, to be honest, right? He's going to come and he's going to play his game as normal.
Good,
This is
good
a
and
great,
okay.
this is a
Good
great
and okay.
show,
We'll watch it
great
as it
show.
unfolds, right? We'll watch it as it unfolds, right? See,
Do you
Dejispurs.
really think the penalty miss disturbs him from scoring goals? By the way,
No,
he's having
no,
a
no,
great
no,
season.
no. I'm
The only
just saying.
reason-
I'm just
Hold
saying.
on, sorry.
You, as a striker that pride yourself on scoring goals from the penalty spot, that's
What
what
the
gave
first
him his
one,
name.
remember?
That's what
Shit
helps him in
happens.
his.
Shit
I
happens.
know
Messi
that
missed a
shit
penalty.
happens, but
Messi
see,
missed a
man,
penalty.
see,
Mbappe scored
see,
two penalties, three penalties. Shit happens.
It does.
see, for instance,
I
Argentina
like
won the World Cup. Yeah,
This is
this is what I
great
feel
stuff.
talisman should do. When Argentina needed Messi to step up, when they needed him to be a killer in front of goal, he became a killer. Now that's
Okay,
what
let me,
I
let me
expect.
hold
That's
on.
what
Let
I
me give.
expect. I'm not. See, I'm not criticizing him in his gameplay and anything. Good and
You are.
okay, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying that when Argentina needed Messi to put his big boy pants up and score goals for them and help them
Tony,
in the World
may I
Cup,
remind
he
you that
did it.
Messi missed a
Now,
penalty. Messi missed a penalty in the Copa del Rey final as well that Argentina didn't win. So, yes,
yeah,
this is
good.
Messi's first World Cup. He's 35 years old, right? And may I also
Could've.
remind you that the second goal that France equalized, Kingsley Coman took the ball off Messi. Do you understand? So let's not go there with
So
all
I
of that.
so are you
There's not.
are you discrediting Messi's
I
involvement
love
in
no.
winning?
Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. There's always two sides to a coin, is what I'm trying to say to you, right? I love Messi. I
Good,
wanted
and I
Messi to win the World
understand
Cup. I
that.
was
I'm just
screaming down my
saying that when
TV as well. But you got to put
see, Onome,
both sides of arguments.
Onome, I get where you're coming from. I'm just saying that when Argentina needed their big boy to come in and play for them and score for them and create all those trickery and magic for them, he was there. He did it. He won the World Cup for his guys. That's what I expect the Hurricane to do. You should be burying that penalty. Of course, this type of things happen to people. I
So,
clearly
Tony, can I
understand
ask a
that.
question?
But
Can I,
he should be
Tony,
putting that ball at the
Tony,
back of the net.
can I ask a
This
question?
guy has a
I need to ask a question.
99.9
Sorry to cut you.
penalty accuracy.
All right.
Why is it in the
I
World
want to ask
Cup
the
that he
panel.
cannot put in that
Can I
goal?
ask
That's
the
what I'm
panel
saying.
a question? Is it unreasonable to expect that any player that plays in the Premier League to step up and rep for their country? I don't think it's an unreasonable request. So the question I ask, and it's an unbiased question because we can look to Man City, we can look to Liverpool, and I can even look to Chelsea, especially with the US team. I thought Pulisic did a great job. I was very impressed with what the US did. Question to you, Tony. Looking back at the World Cup, can you name one player from Arsenal that shone?
Bukayo Saka. Come on, what are you talking about?
Oh,
Bukayo
gosh.
Saka.
All right, forget
Bukayo
Bukayo
Saka.
Saka. Anyone else?
No. It's not Bukayo Saka.
This guy.
You
What
said
are
you
you?
did say one. You did say one player. You should have
Bukayo Saka.
named it.
Bukayo Saka. Granit Xhaka. No. Granit Xhaka. Bukayo Saka.
You know what I'm trying to say. Who
Well,
else?
yeah, no.
Who else?
Granit Xhaka for Switzerland. Yeah, he did. He did. Perfect. It was okay.
You're making that up. He didn't do jack this World Cup. Don't be silly.
No, what are you saying? He did. He did. For
Tony,
Switzerland.
He
It
played
was
very
okay.
well. He played well.
Tony, just turning up.
Thank you
and
for that,
playing-
JPT.
Tony, just turning up and playing doesn't mean shine. It's two
That's what I'm
different things.
saying.
Shine, as in
Tell
shine,
us,
shine,
please.
bubble. Shine.
No.
Bubble.
It's not about shining. It's about turning up.
shit,
He
OG.
turned up. He played well. He did well for the team.
No, not
Shocking.
turning up.
You
No,
don't
not
just
about
have
turning
to
up.
think about shining.
Anyway, let's get to
You
the.
have to play.
Yeah. Anyway, look,
for-
I've heard what you've had to say about my beloved team, but let's get to the crux of it because what you're trying to do is this kind of delay tactics. You're pretending that your Wi-Fi is not working. You're trying to distract everybody from the real thing, which is this weekend, isn't it? We want to know what our teams are going to be doing and whether Arsenal are actually going to be able to hit the ground running, pick up from where they left off, or has the wheels fallen off with your club? That's what we want to know. We want to know about all the clubs here.
Good and okay. JPT, Chelsea Football Club, has the wheels fallen? How are you guys gonna restart? The second phase of this Premiership. league match.
You know,
coming up.
It's just so unpredictable because we don't know what we're doing for the transfer window. I mean, we have some links going on right now, but none that I'm more like. They're good signings, but I'd rather focus more on the midfield, and we haven't looked at any midfielders from what it looks like. But I'm not worried going to this weekend, or actually not even this weekend. It's Tuesday. Chelsea should have a good win, being that this is the first game back, coming off 5 winless.
Oh my, you lot are dead food, mate.
Yeah, and but yeah, I mean, we'll see. Well, I mean, I'm excited, but like I said, I'd rather the World Cup lasted a little bit longer.
Boy. Can I just quickly come in and come out? JPT, look, you seem like a nice guy.
Mm-hmm.
You know me. I got love for the States. You know, Britain has a special relationship with America, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, your team is dead. Bro, your team is dead food, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. You got Harry Potter in charge, and you get me.
Hey, you guys wanted Harry Potter as England manager. Y'all did. Bro, y'all were mad that we got Potter instead of, and then y'all were complaining about Southgate.
Bro, I'm starting to wonder where the Philosopher's Stone is right now. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm starting to wonder where the Philosopher's Stone, because I don't know what your team is doing, bro. You ain't got a proper striker. Them man don't look like they know what they're doing. You've got Zayic, who I think is a baller. You got him doing nonsense on the pitch. I mean, bro, like for me, I think one thing that was clear in the first 15 games. I mean, first and foremost, JPT, you were given a slide to be on the show today, a special dispensation, because if you're not in the top 6, you shouldn't even be on this show. That's real talk. Because your team is 8th.
I can't believe a guy with no trophies is saying something.
No, bro. I'm just keeping it.
Fire is on, guys. The fire is on. Fire is on, guys.
I'll say this. You think that shine is from the sun? No, that's the trophy case right there. Papi, ¿qué pasa? Like, that's what I'm saying.
JPT is bringing the heat. Bringing the heat.
Look, hey, it's not our season. It's not our season. It's just like yo, we like never had this happen. But
JPT, let me just say something.
Deji was shook, guys. Deji was
you
shook.
Sat there. JPT, hold on. Let me say something. JPT, you sat there, took all the noise that he was making, and you hit him with one. Boom. All my days.
Boom. Straight kill.
All my days.
Straight kill.
I'm just saying.
Did you mean
we might not have shooters in blue, but hey, at least we can hit on frame.
Hey, Tony, did you meet him?
I don't remember any Chelsea fans.
Bro, I don't know, man.
I don't remember any Chelsea players doing anything this World Cup. Do you get what I'm saying? Look, for me,
I mean, that's true. That's actually true. Yeah.
Look, can I just say something real quick? Because Onome just started talking, and I'm not gonna lie, it slightly pissed me off in a way. There are 2 teams on this panel that should not be talking: City and Chelsea, because you man have sugar daddies in charge, and that's why you guys are.
Oh, here we go.
If not,
But that's true.
You don't wouldn't be about, bro.
But that's true.
Let's be real.
I'll say this. Yo,
do you mind? I'm gonna say something.
It's coming off as broke vibes, man.
No, bro, can I just say this? Can I just say this, yeah, bro? I've been supporting Tottenham since I was a kid. Onome has been supporting Man City for 5 years. I mean, come on, bro. I ain't gonna take anyone that's been supporting City for 5 years.
JPT,
seriously.
all because he did that to him, you know. He's not trying to come for everybody else, all because
I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying.
JPT, this is your fault.
Bro, have you been supporting City all your life?
JPT, this is your fault.
Don't lie.
Hey.
JPT, this is your fault.
All
you did was say trophy. That was the trigger.
I'm just saying, bro. How long have you been supporting City for, bro?
Trigger word, man.
Say trophy, and he starts talking. Trophy.
How long have you been supporting City for?
Wind them up.
Trophy.
How long have you been supporting City for, Onome? How long?
Trophy.
5 years?
Trophy.
3?
What's that Drake song? Trophies.
Let me guess.
Trophy.
Since Pep came. Since Pep came. I don't respect it.
Oh, man.
Baz, you know what I'm saying, my
Hey,
brother.
big up Miss
Your
Molina.
team's built from the ground up. City can't say they're built from the ground up. Chelsea can't say they're built from the ground up. That if it's like what we're gonna see with Newcastle. We're gonna see it with Newcastle right now. Newcastle are gonna do a thing, and there's nothing we can do about it because money is talking.
Hey,
You get what I'm saying?
Let me tell you something. When it comes
It's
to
the manner.
You guys could have been Portsmouth. I'm not gonna lie.
I think it's the manner. It's the manner of how people spend the money. I mean, I'm giving at the moment, I'm giving Newcastle flowers because you know what? They've not just gone out and bought everything. Slowly, they're strategically building, and I like that. They didn't go and look for like some crazy like manager or whatever. They're just slowly doing their thing. I'll judge them obviously as they go on. You know what I mean? Let's see how hungry they are. Are they going to throw money on it? Are they going to do it like the right way?
Well, like
Tony.
Yeah.
Right. So to the question, how our teams are going to get on. Well, you already saw the spectacular of yesterday's game, which everybody enjoyed. It's
Not
just
me,
business
mate.
as usual. You didn't enjoy it. I know you didn't enjoy it, mate. Listen. It's just business as usual. I think the game yesterday, both teams had players missing and stuff. Do you know what I mean? But it just shows when you have like some key players missing, it could obviously turn the game. You know what I mean? If Van Dijk was playing, it probably would be slightly, stronger in your defense. But I just feel like KDB was just on a mission yesterday. He was just on a mission, as he always is. But that's just what you're gonna get as we go forward again. City's gonna be City doing what they do, scoring goals, playing how they play. To be fair, when I saw the team yesterday, I actually thought, oh, we're actually stronger than I thought we was gonna be. But if you saw the end of the game, the players were really, really tired. Do you know what I mean? They were on their knees at the end of the game. Kevin De Bruyne the players were very tired. So that's gonna take its toll as we go into the weekend as well. Players are going to be very tired, especially the ones that have been playing week in, week out. I thought it's poor from the likes of Man United, bringing Fernandes back straight away like that. You know what I mean? To come and start. Our Portuguese players ain't even, do you know what I mean? They were on the bench and just coming back. You got to give these players the proper rest and the appropriate rest because you're going to burn them out and you're just going to pick up injuries. That's it.
Yeah, that's real talk.
But like how you said that Kevin De Bruyne, he does play different when he has that different badge on him. He's in that Belgium, it's not the same. He doesn't give this much fight for his country. But when he's in that blue, that man would die for City.
But also, it's about the quality. If you look at
the quality around him, yeah,
he's looking at.
That's true. Yeah,
he's motivated by the quality around him, and that when I looked at that Belgian midfield and I saw that Anana guy from Everton, I knew they had problems. And then they were playing Hazard. I mean, they were playing two Hazards. You know what I'm saying? Like that in itself is a problem. You know what I'm saying? So I can see, and they feed off that. And I was looking at that City team yesterday, and the only thing I kept thinking was it was a shame not to have Haaland of someone of that ilk in the World Cup because it would have been nice to see him. And the truth is, we might never see Haaland in the World Cup. That's just the truth because he's opted to play for Norway.
But why will you make that kind of statement? Like, why?
Bro, because Norway are not like how they used to be back in the day. Back in the day, they used to be bullies to England. They used to bully us.
Yeah. That's
year in, year out. But now that team is dead food. Like literally, it's dead food, bro. They're eating meat raw, like that. So there's nothing that they can do, and we might never see him in a World Cup, which is a real shame.
Good. Bad. Liverpool, Man City yesterday. How did you see that game? What does this mean for Liverpool? Does this knock you guys off the perch? In chase for that top four this season, because of course, I'm sorry to add this cheeky one there. Of course, you're not going for the title. You're just going for the for top four. So, do you think that game yesterday affects anything regarding your top four chase this season?
So I'm under no illusion. All right, we ain't winning no title. All right, we got to struggle. We got to struggle for a top four. What I like though is, I mean, I was really pissed off about it. To be fair, I mean, I think Jurgen Klopp should have brought out his strongest team because it's a trophy at the end of the day. We were holders. You know what I mean? Now, twist it or turn it, yeah, it could be a Mickey Mouse Cup or whatever. But you know what? When you look at your trophy tables and whatnot, it's still honours. We won it. We listen. I know it's not really a thing to a lot of people, but you know something. When you look at your honours, when you go to your stadium, when you go to that, you know, to that tour of the trophy cabinet and stuff like that, yeah, I want to see trophies. Yeah, I want to see the successful club winning everything. Yeah. So when we won the Community Shield, that wasn't anything huge to a lot of people. Yeah. But as far as I'm concerned, I like seeing my team lift something. You know what I mean? It shows you're successful. Now, I'm looking at it in that way. Now, the question is, all right, do I think it's gonna hit us? Well, we've lost we've lost one trophy. So obviously, of course, it's gonna hit us because we were holders. Do I think it's gonna affect our top four? No, not really, to be fair, whether we were in or not. You know, we showed last year that fine, we did have a couple of more players last year that we can compete right to the end. Do you know what I mean? So this year might be a little bit too difficult. If we don't get investment, like I said, if we don't get our investment in our midfield, and looking at what happened up front yesterday, right? We need to be looking at that seriously. Yeah. We ain't gonna I've already said I don't see us getting top four. It's very, I mean, I know we still got we're one game behind, right? We've got a game in hand against Chelsea, but the way we're playing at the moment, I don't think so. However, if we get our players back, you know, our certain man them, then and a bit of investment, you never know, because the season's only 13, 14 games into it. Newcastle might start flopping. Tottenham might start flopping. Arsenal might start flopping. You don't know.
No. Tottenham has already been flopping already. Let's be guided. Let's be guided in this discussion.
As far as I'm concerned,
has already been flopping already. As
far as I'm concerned, all right. We haven't played a Premier League game yet. We just played a Carabao Cup. Now, as I understand it, the team that's occupying fourth spot at this moment is Tottenham. Now, until then, they are fourth best. Liverpool are sixth best. Chelsea are joint with, I think it's Brighton. Yeah, something like that. So as far as, and Arsenal are top of the league at the moment, you know what I mean? With City coming, you know, City have been in this situation over years. I'm not trying to get into the City Arsenal thing right now, but City know how to chase. City know how to win. You know what I mean? So they're just there. They're cushy. You know what I mean? It might be 5 points behind or whatever, but there's still games. That's what I'm saying. Teams can, not necessarily flop, but points are going to be dropped between now and the end of the season, and we'll see.
City are going to drop points. They're not going to win all the games from now to the end of the season.
So again?
City are going to drop points themselves. They're not going to win the games from now to the end of the season.
Yeah. You know, there's emotion in the game.
We're talking about they're more set for the long run. They're more set for the long run. That's the main thing that City has.
It's a marathon.
It's a marathon. Right. And EPL is both. That's the thing. You have to go hard from game 1 to game 36 because you don't know. You don't look. Arsenal have been almost near perfect on their thing, but each little stumble that City have, it can mean a lot. That's the thing with the league.
It can do, but you know, when you look at Man City, Man City, I don't want to jinx them. But obviously they're doing okay at the minute, you know what I mean, in terms of injuries and stuff like that. They've got their gunmans there, they've got their De Bruyne showing his bits as well. Even Riyad Mahrez, you know what I mean, he's been a bit poor recently, but you know what? That goal yesterday, he took it well.
It was fine.
So there's always chances, there's always opportunities, and you know the kind of fan I am. I'll take one game at a time. Even if we're 25 points ahead, you can still drop that. I've seen it. So, you know.
Okay, good and okay, Baz. Dejispurs, I'll bring you right into this, Do you think Liverpool fans are waffling? Because see, I've been in the midst of Liverpool fans. I've been watching my friend's first show. Baz, he had his first show on his channel. That was a very, very good one. But Dejispurs. Liverpool fans are divided now. They're becoming salty. It's an acid team right now in terms of what they're spewing against Klopp. Many of them are starting to rumble and talk about Klopp. They want Klopp out. They're contemplating whether it's the best man for the job right now, which I think that's very, very laughable because this guy has given them everything. But you know what? Yeah. What is happening to Liverpool right now? Dejispurs, do you think they're waffling about? Do you think they're still going to get 8 this season? Because I know you put them outside the top 4 at the start of this season, and of course, it's happening now. Dejispurs, where do you see Liverpool in hindsight after what our big friend here, Baz, is saying?
Look, big up to Baz, you know what I mean, because he always gives a kind of balanced opinion. So I need to just be mindful of how I drop it. Look, the issue for Liverpool is obvious. When you look at the midfield, it looks like mummy returns. You know what I mean? These men are pouring out sand and dust.
Oh my God!
Henderson, Thiago.
Oh my God!
These men are in. These men have been wrapped
Baz,
up.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
No, but you know what? He's
you're in the Dejispurs show, man. Sorry.
No, but it's been shocking for you guys.
Once you put some younger G's in there, like a Bellingham and all that, that solves their problem. The other thing that we know is that I think the Mane factor was a bigger factor than even Klopp could appreciate, because he thought, because he's got Jota, Diaz, and Salah, he thought it was going to be the same golden triangle. But the thing is, what Mane brings, he just brings a grit element that you just can't replicate. He does he's like Flash. We have a product here in England that we call Flash that kind of cleans all the kind of dirty products, and they go, Flash does all the hard work so you don't have to. And that's really what Mane is. He does all the dirty work so that Salah can just do his thing and just slot it. And the thing is, now Salah's having to do some hard work, actually, not just pass the ball in the back of the net. He's having to work. And so it's taking time for the team to adjust. I agree. I told you at the beginning of the season that I weren't going to go with the usual obvious Man City, Liverpool for the trophy. I think we've seen it now. The wheels are falling off. I think Liverpool finished 5th. I think they will come out because I'm not convinced by Diaz. And I think the injuries have had an impact. And unless they get the young G's into the midfield, I think Carvalho is a baller. I think Elliott is
a baller. Yeah.
I'm
more concerned, Deji,
when you're
about
starting
Nunes.
the OGs. When you're starting the OGs in the Prem over these men, they're gonna struggle, and that's what it is. The Premier League is the toughest league in the world. It's a tough league for a reason. There's a reason why Ronaldo's not starting. It's not because he ain't good enough anymore. His legs ain't got it, bro. And what I'm saying is that these man's legs can't carry them in the same. Look, these men are still playing James Milner. I remember James Milner when the movie About a Boy came out with Hugh Grant, you know, like that. Like it's been a minute. So I think for this season, Liverpool will just miss out, but don't get it twisted. I see Klopp sorting it out. For anyone to call for Klopp's head, they must be smoking bush. Like literally, this man is a hero. He's a legend. And what I don't like about fans is the goldfish, what I call the goldfish bowl. When everything is good, you forget. When there's a little bit of a storm, then you forget all the good that has happened. And that's what Tottenham did with Pochettino. All the good got undone because we had a few games of a poor run. Then we ain't been the same since. Trust in the manager. Look at Leicester. They stood by Brendan Rodgers. Any other club, Brendan Rodgers loses his job, and guess what? He's already started to turn it around. So, and Liverpool, to their credit yesterday, they went toe-to-toe with City. Toe-to-toe. And they're the only team in the Prem that literally gives City a headache. You know, so respect him. I don't see it being a problem. But because they lost so many games, I mean, I'm looking at it now, 22 points, win the game in and 25, still 4 points behind Tottenham. It's a lot. It's a lot. I'm not going to lie.
Can I just mention something, yeah?
But Baz, just before you come in, Nunes missed almost 3 one-on-ones yesterday. He fluffed his lines yesterday. He should have gotten a hat trick yesterday. What's up with this guy, man? What's up with him?
All right. Before I go into Nunes, all right, just on the Klopp thing briefly, yeah. Just remember, remember where you guys finished last year, okay, with Arteta. They wanted they wanted him out. Yeah.
Yeah.
He obviously this season, all right, obviously you're gonna get it in every fan base there is, yeah, from Chelsea, from Arsenal, all the way, the whole 20 teams, yeah. Fans sometimes can be very fickle. They can be very, very fickle. Now, the thing is, all right, with Klopp, there's reasons why people question it. Like Liverpool and are probably, if not like disputed, yeah, are the most successful club in England, yeah, through the heritage from back in the day, whatever you want to call it. And, we've been successful of, the last 4 years, winning trophies. Yeah. Having said that, any club, any guy who supports their club, and if they see certain things, like if I go to Tottenham, for example, yeah, if I look at Tottenham, and this is no disrespect to you, mate, you know what I mean? It's just like, obviously you guys want trophies. And if you see you got a manager that just cannot do it, yeah, you're going to ask questions whether he's good or not, yeah? Now, the blueprint for me, all right, in my opinion, all right, you can perhaps question it, all right, obviously with the money and stuff like that, is Pep. Yeah, Pep is a guy that can get a team going. Obviously, we've not seen him manage a small club without money and stuff like that, yeah. But we can only judge him for what he's done as a manager and the clubs that he's been at, yeah. This is what Liverpool fans want. And it's not, I'm sure Chelsea fans will be the same. I'm sure Tottenham fans will be the same. And Arsenal fans. You want a successful team. You want a good manager that's going to make sure you win things. When you see certain little things, okay, that kind of like start to grow in time, okay, you've got to start asking questions. When someone says Tyler Morton is the man forward, is the way forward, yeah, for this midfield, yeah, and he loans him to Blackburn, what's going on? We need an investment in midfield, and then they panic buy, and they got Arthur Miller on loan, good player, but injured. We haven't seen it. We have seen him 13 minutes in a game that we were absolutely piss poor in Europe. Yeah. So I mean, fans are have every right to question it because
to question that. Dejispurs is saying he needs to go in a couple of minutes. Dejispurs on the 26th, you have a match with Brentford coming into stadium down there. You know what? Yeah. What are your projections for that match? Do you really see yourself beating the team that put Man City to the sword? Of course, on Omer, you're going to chip in something later on.
Just on Baz's point, real quick. Look, Klopp's record speaks for itself. So I hear what you're saying. I think if that was addressed to a Tottenham fan, I think it makes more sense. But Klopp has won stuff. He's a legend at U-Lot's club. But in answering Tony's question about look, bro, I told you already at the start of the season that I see Tottenham winning the Premier League or the Champions League, and that hasn't changed, bro. For me, the World Cup was a welcome break. We needed that because had we carried on, it would have been a madness. And I said it. I warned you. I said, you know what? The team that has everything to lose is Arsenal right about now because you had the momentum, and that momentum has been scuppered, and now you're gonna have to rebuild something. And guess what? We're coming back from the World Cup. You don't have your main man up top, so it's going to be interesting to see how Nketiah Catty gets on with West Ham on the weekend.
Well, I don't see your obsession with
I'm just saying,
Martinelli can come in there in the number 9 position. What are you saying, Dejispurs? Martinelli can come in there, help us get some goals. Get some goals while we bring in our recruitment in January. What are you talking about, Dejispurs?
We're slapping up Brentford 3-0. That's if you recruit, bro.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I think Brentford is going to smash you.
Nah, bro.
I genuinely think so.
Remember their striker might not be playing. Their main guy might not be playing in that game.
Tony.
Yeah.
I think Tony. No,
he's
why
he's
wouldn't
a main
he play?
threat. He's a main threat.
No. But why wouldn't he play? He hasn't been proven guilty yet in the.
He's been charged.
Scandal.
He's been charged. They're just waiting.
He's been charged. Yeah, but he's not guilty yet.
He can't.
Last time I checked,
He shouldn't be allowed to play while he's under investigation. That's just my
Why?
Why? Because he's doing illegal
It's okay
stuff.
to play against Man City, but it's not okay to play against Tottenham Hotspurs. Who the hell do these Tottenham Hotspurs guys think they are? You have to feel the power. You have to feel the power. When we played Brentford, everyone looked at it as an easy team. And then until they beat Man City now, and everyone's eyes is now open. Dejispurs, there is no way in the heavens you are beating Brentford 3-0. Seriously, you can't beat Brentford. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't think so.
Can I just say something? I think for anyone watching the show, I'm not. It's not financial advice, but if you stick a little cheeky tenner on Tottenham to beat Brentford 3-0, you could get some good Christmas return. So and that's a little Christmas gift from yours truly.
Deji, it's away. You know how your away form is, right? In the Premiership this season.
I don't give a damn.
Bro, remember when they beat Man City? Ivan Toney was on fire that day. If he doesn't play, bro, you know what I mean. You got to look. We got to look at it.
Come on, bro.
Deji, please, whenever you want to pop out, please just let me know so that we can stop and then we can be able to, give you a shout out. Onome, do you think in any realm that Tottenham Hotspur is going to beat Brentford, the team that put you to the sword just before we went to the World Cup?
You love these little trolls and this team that put you to the sword and all these side comments that people ignore when you're just trying to wind people.
That's typical Arsenal fans there, bro.
Arsenal just loves it. Listen, I don't know if you guys was on the show, I think a couple of weeks back or something, and he said Gavado, remember Gavado for Croatia? And Tony was talking to a who wants him again? Was he Chelsea? He was talking to a Chelsea fan, and he was like, "Would you want him after that? After Messi destroyed him and beat him up and this and that?"
He's a baller, still.
He's a proper baller. 20 years old and a big beard like that, bruvs.
Tony described him, and Tony said, "Listen, after Messi did that, this is Messi, by the way, that did that to him, not any kind of player, After Messi did that, Tony said, listen, I saw half of his beard was cut off. I saw his hair had a headline, and he never had a headline before. He had a bald head after that. Okay, would you want him at your club?" I'm thinking, bro, this guy needs to be a preacher or something. If you're coming to me to chat to me, why do you have to put up the Brentford put you to the sword and all?
No, but that's a fact. That's a fact. Brentford put you to the sword. Isn't it true?
I'll let you guys know now, yeah? I'll let you guys know. I've got a special picture that I'm preparing, that I'm going to take with my son, right? When we go top of the league and Arsenal second. I've got a special picture for Tony. I will send him to him, and I want him to put it as his background. You will see this picture, and you will laugh and love it. I've planned the picture already, because it's going to happen.
I'm looking forward to seeing that as well. Bro, please make sure I'm on the show that day as well, because he needs to get slapped up.
Let me just tell you, the picture involves a bed sheet. What I'm going to do with that bed sheet, you will not, just watch the picture. Just watch that picture. It's going to be hilarious.
Wait. But Onome, put this in context. Dejispurs has just mounted off that that is going to beat Brentford 3-0. See, you know what? Yeah, that's a big one for him to mount off here and say that he's going to beat Brentford 3-0 in an away game, and we know the form in which Tottenham.
Well, you beat them
away. I don't think they are going to beat Brentford 3-0. Onome, what do you think? Do you think Tottenham Hotspur will muster the courage, mostly now that we know that Harry Kane doesn't have his shooting boots on?
Harry Kane not having his shooting boots on, I'll laugh at that. The guy has several shooting boots, right? Yeah. Would it beat them 3-0? I don't think it's going to be that much, but Tottenham will beat them. I would say.
Big up to you.
Oh, okay. So Brentford is good enough to beat you. And they're not good enough to beat Man City. I don't understand the psychology behind all this.
This is let me explain something to you. This is something you have to kind of take out of your analysis when you're analyzing football. Brentford beat us doesn't now make Brentford a super team. Do you understand? You kind of have to get that out of your brain to say, Brentford beat Man City, they're going to slap up Tottenham, or they're going to... No, it doesn't work like that.
I didn't say that, but I'm saying that they're going to put up a fight.
If you want to say stuff like that, right, you would say stuff like, oh yeah, Arsenal beat Liverpool, and now Liverpool are. You can't judge football like that. It's on the day. It's who
I
performs
didn't
on
judge
the
it.
day.
I'm just
It's
basing it on the
the game is
fact.
performed.
I'm
Thank
basing it
you.
on the
Game,
fact
for
that
example.
One of man, Baz.
Brentford on a
Thank
good
you.
day is a team that
Can I
will
thank you
rattle you.
both? Because I've had to put
That's
up
why I
with
base
this
it at.
crap for about 6 months. And Tony, can I just say, big up to you, bro, because usually you bring people just like you onto the show, which makes for bad television. But actually bringing these two gentlemen in who are neutral, unbiased analysis, it's not only encouraged and motivated me, but also it's shown me that in the last couple of weeks during the World Cup, you've grown as a person. You've grown. And it's a pleasure.
Oh my God.
Deji,
Guys, can you see
Deji,
the smirk on
I want to
Deji?
come back to Deji. I want to
Can
come
you see
back
the
to something
smirk
you
on his
said
face,
earlier,
guys? That's
Deji,
what I
wanna
don't
come back to
like.
something
When
you
they're
said
just
earlier on.
smiling like that, I don't like that, guys.
Deji,
That
I
fired
want
on
to
you,
come back
bro.
to something. I want to come back to something you said earlier on. You actually mentioned at the beginning of the season, you had Tottenham either winning the Premier League or the Champions League.
And the Champions
So,
League, yeah, that's what he said.
Listen, there's a place called Tesco, right? They sell coffee mugs and teacups, right? Let's start with that, right? Let's start with that.
Oh my
Okay?
God.
And then we can
Oh my
think
God.
about when Tottenham are going to win the Champions League and the Premier League. Start with Tesco, coffee, tea
Oliver,
mugs.
are you in the UK?
Let's just start with something like that. Yeah, I'm in London.
You're in
I'm
London.
in London.
When Tottenham win the Champions League, when we're in the final, I'm gonna watch it with you. Is that okay?
Listen, that's perfectly fine, and it's not a call I'm expecting to get anytime soon or probably in this lifetime.
But what I'm saying is, when that day does come, can you make yourself available?
Listen, I will be available, but the problem with that availability is it's not going to happen.
Right. Okay. Well, we'll see, won't we? We'll see.
We'll see.
Okay, you know what? Yeah, because Dejispurs and everyone would like to go soon, so we have to go to the predictions of the game before everyone can go. But you know what? Yeah, shout out to Kieran. Kieran is one of the guys, a Liverpool fan. Always supported me. He came to support his guy here, Baz, Bagav, big ups to you. Endsman, big ups to you. And of course, DWTT, big ups to you. Gary, Glasgow Red Chart, big ups to you. And no other person but Miss Melina. Shout out the panel. Miss Melina. Miss Melina. The lovely Miss Melina. Merry Christmas to you.
Is it the 9?
You know we love you. You know
is
we
Toronto,
love you.
What's Toronto? Is that the 9? Is that the...
She's from Toronto, actually.
Yeah, but what's the kind of slang for Toronto? I know Atlanta's the A, and then... I don't know.
It's the T. Toronto is the T, right?
Yeah,
the Assembly, big ups to you.
It's the 6. Oh, yeah, up in the 6. I like your boy, Miss Melina.
Miss Melina, big up to you. Dejispurs, Man City. Onome, your game in the weekend. Can you tell us how is it gonna look like?
Leeds. I think we're playing at home, if I'm not mistaken. Should be a win. Should be a win. Can't see.
No, you're away. You're away to Leeds. You're away.
Should be a win. Should be a win. Can't see anything other than a win. Home away. Nah. To be honest, right now we need points.
Is that game against Leeds still going on?
Yeah.
I can't find it here.
I
think they postponed it.
No, it's not postponed. Is it?
It's not postponed. It's on.
No, it's on Wednesday. That's why you can't.
It's not.
Okay. It's on Wednesday.
Yeah. It's not on the 26th. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. First of all, before you go into that your game with Leeds, do you accept it from Dejispurs that they're going to beat Brentford? Do you think that's going to be a win for Tottenham Hotspur?
Yeah.
So it's going to be a big win, right?
Not a big win. It's going to be a win. Not a big win. Even listen, I'll never disrespect any team like that and say, oh, we're going to smash them 5-0. It's going to be a big win. A win is a win. I'll take a win. I'll take a 1-0. A win is a win, right? But when you do get into the game and you see how your team is playing, and you know what, you would want more goals. There's certain players I might want to get on the score sheet, for example. If Haaland hasn't scored, hey, I always sing a song when Haaland scores, so I want Haaland to score, right? Yesterday's game, for example, against Liverpool, I'll take a win. I'll take any win. You know,
Good and okay. Good and okay. So, what do you say to your game against Leeds? A projection for that game before I go to Baz and Dejispurs.
is gonna be a win. We're gonna score more than one goal. It's gonna be, you know, a 2-0, a 3-0, a 2-1. But we win. We win.
Who do you think is gonna score? Haaland, of course.
I'm putting him as my captain in my fantasy Premier League. Look, it's going to be an easy win for Man City. I've got Man City to win 4-0. And I've got Liverpool to slap up Aston Villa 3-1. I think Emre's done a good job with Villa, but I just think that with the way you played against City, there's no way Villa can stop Liverpool. But gentlemen, look, I have to dash.
Yeah.
So sorry.
Big up, man.
But big up.
Yeah,
So nice to meet you both. Tony, great show. Please bring them back again. Because
I'll bring them back for the next show, man.
This is more like it. None of that nonsense you're doing with Saving Private Ryan. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is
big ups, Dejispurs.
This was fun.
Dejispurs, but what's your projection for the match against Arsenal? West Ham, Arsenal.
Yeah, I've got West Ham.
The Emirates.
I think I've got Declan Rice running things in that midfield. I just don't rate Nketiah. As a brother, he's a Ghanaian guy, and I think on a level like me and him, we can rock, we can eat shit, or we can do the whole thing. You know what I mean? Like, I'm Nigerian, by the way, but Nketiah is it's not gonna happen. I see West Ham winning 2-1. West Ham winning 2-1, Deji. Yeah. It's the start of a very great show. The next kind of 6 games, I can see you going viral, Tony. I can see you going viral in terms of a lot of the crap that you've been saying in the past couple months. And I can see.
So you reckon the next 6 games, I might pull out the bedsheet to take that picture? What you're saying, yeah?
Bro, I'd be very surprised if you haven't put out that bedsheet by mid-Jan.
Oh my God. Guys, I don't know what these guys are planning for me, man, but whatever, bro. I will just run and leave these guys.
Deji, you know what it is? Right? Even when we go top of the league, I wouldn't even troll him because it's actually normal. I wouldn't even go ha ha ha. I'm surprised he's going ha 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 after 15 games. That's what I'm surprised at.
But Deji, I do look at you as someone. Of course, I know you're a Tottenham Hotspur fan, you know, but still, I still look at you like, you know, like a guy that has the courage and the confidence to, you know, to push out small talk here and there. How can you allow a Man City fan, you know, bring up lazy comments down here and you're actually agreeing with him? So you think they're going to win the league now, Deji?
You know what? 100%. You know what?
So, Deji, they're going to win the league, right?
I think City win the league for sure.
Tony,
Deji,
you know what
you criticize every other person who said that Man City is going to win the league this season.
Tony, you know why?
Isn't it a bit hypocritical that right now you're giving them the league right now at this time?
Let me tell you why.
Tony, even if they're trailing by 5 points.
Tony, let me tell you why. You got to appreciate when someone gives you a nugget. I've told him where to buy a teacup from, so he appreciates that. You see what I'm saying?
Hey, on the mayor, look, I gave you and your team props, but the truth of the matter is, whether you live in London, or first and foremost, you live in London, so already that tells me a little bit about the person that I'm dealing with. The second thing is, you didn't answer my question. That did you become a City fan when Pep took over? Because I'm not about to believe that you were supporting Man City when they were in League One.
I was playing professional, so I didn't really do this supporting per se.
So when did you start? It
was after I finished. Like I said before, I love strikers, right? I love strikers. So when Aguero signed for Man City, that was me. I was sold. When Aguero signed for Man City.
When Aguero signed, that was during the takeover. So you admitting that you started supporting City during the takeover? You just admitted it live on stream.
Yeah, that's
so my point is correct.
I ain't got no shame,
bro. So that can I be real? Let me tell you why I'm saying that. I'm a Tottenham supporter, whether Kane was there or not, whether Loris is there or not.
That's great.
Baz is a Liverpool supporter, regardless of whether Klopp was there or not.
Amazing.
That means if Aguero went to Portsmouth, you would have been a Portsmouth fan.
Probably.
Yeah. So there you go. There you go, guys. There we have it.
But
there we have it, guys. Dejispurs has just put his foot on Onome's mouth, and you know what? He will be doing it in upcoming shows because me and Onome, Deji, wait for us. Let's close the show together. Deji, please, we'll close it in less than 5 minutes. You know what? Yeah, you know what? Yeah, you know what? Yeah, time has gone.
I got a present for you. Next time I come on here, I will show you the teacup that you need to start with before you think about Premier League.
Guys, that's what I want to hear. That's what I want to hear. You know what? Yeah, guys.
We'll win the league. I will win the Champions League.
I'm not sure. I'm not. I'll be honest with you, on the man. And I look, you're a brother, so I don't want you to be offended. But
big up, Miss
I'm not sure about you and your credibility to talk about Man City on this show. Because it could have been Portsmouth.
I'm happy this is happening to you. I'm happy.
It could have been Macclesfield. You would have been coming with the same chest. Can you imagine? Could have been Macclesfield coming with the same chest, bro.
You know what it is?
I'm not sure about your credibility, bro.
No disrespect. Are just passionate about. Some of us are just passionate about football and stuff. We're not crazy Colo fans like that, like you see with this Arsenal guy.
So why don't you stay on the fence?
You know what I mean?
This is Tottenham Hotspur guy. Why don't you stay
on the fence?
This guy's talking to you. Why coming for me on the
Because I'm like,
Deji has enough weapons for you, my bro.
On the real, we need someone.
Why coming for me?
We need someone on the show who hasn't got a team. And I'm saying, can that be Onome?
It's got
guys, thank you for today. Yeah,
it's a good paddle.
Yeah, sure. See, man, it's all about good. It's all about good banter. It's all about talking about football.
Respectful banter.
No, respectful one. Yeah, of course. See ya, guys. Yeah. Dejispurs will be joining us next week, of course, on the Minority Report. It might come in for the game review after the games on Sunday. So, of course, you guys can join in. I'll send that invite.
Monday.
On Monday.
After I chop up One Touch, Niger Englishman, after I chop him up on the show Monday, then I'm happy to kind of do a review. Because
exactly. I would invite Baz. I will invite you.
About what West Ham did to your team on the weekend.
Good and okay, but there's just one game we've not put up our predictions for. It's Liverpool versus Aston Villa. Dejispurs, I'll start with you. What do you think? Just quick one, so we can all go home.
I think Unai Emery is doing a great job with Villa, but I just think Liverpool, the way they were popping it around Man City yesterday, there'll be too much for Villa, and I see them slapping them up 3-0 or 3-1.
Okay. Onome, what do you think before I go to Baz for that prediction?
It won't be straightforward. I think it'll be a tight game, but Liverpool will nick it.
Liverpool will nick it, right? See, Baz, you know what? Yeah, yesterday it was a very, very tiring game for you guys. Your prediction on that game before we close up the show. Deji, please, just 2 minutes.
2-2.
2-2. Okay, so you reckon it's gonna be a draw, right?
Nah, Baz, you're harsh on your team, man. Come on, man.
No, I see what's going on at my club, and I at this moment I don't see us getting there right now. But 2-2, I think 2-2.
2-2. Okay, that's good. See ya, guys. Yeah, I'm about to end this show. Dejispurs, you would end the show for us. Guys, please, I'll be here on Sunday for the review of the games. Of course, Arsenal, Tottenham Hotspurs. Man City was not playing on Monday, but at least Onome will be here to just talk about the other games that have been played. I would try and get Baz here. It might be very busy, but I might get Baz in. And of course, on Monday I will be in Berlin, so I'll be bringing you guys a review from historical sites in Berlin. On the 27th, 26, 27, 28, I'll be doing some shows in Berlin. So, of course, you guys should keep stay tuned for that one. Dejispurs, end the show for us, man.
Yeah, just to say quickly that I've just seen Emi Baba's disgraceful message in the chat saying that Brentford will beat Spurs. Clearly, he's suffering from the cold weather up in Helsinki at the moment where it's -12. But look, guys, it's been a pleasure. Onome, it's been a pleasure finding out a bit about you, your history, and what you think about Man City. Baz, the love for you, straight from the ends, Tottenham, the London thing, Liverpool. I think you're a bit harsh on your team, but it's been a pleasure. Look, everyone, our guy from New York or from down in that area there,
JPT.
JPT. Everybody, the World Cup is finally over. We've got the Premiership. The Premier League is back. The smoke is coming. And Onome, Baz, I've brought the smoke to Tony. I can't wait to see this famous picture with the bed sheets.
Oh, yeah.
I say
Oh my God.
before we
Oh,
get to
Jesus
February,
Christ.
and then it really gets serious. But for that, thank you for joining us, and we will see you next Thursday as we go through the Christmas period of games. So thank you and good night.
Thank you, everyone. Merry Xmas, guys. Merry Xmas to
Have a good
everyone.
one,
Miss
guys.
Melina,
Merry
big ups
Christmas.
to you. Merry Xmas, everyone. We love you.
Peace.
Big up.